so what does that mean for either national security or for local law enforcement? And what are the things that are being done that either work or don't work in terms of trying to identify these folks, or is it just as elusive as it is to try to identify who's going to walk into a school or walk into a theater?
Well, I think that's right. I mean, this is the big thing. It's, until we have a machine that can read men's souls and sometimes women's souls, because some women are also engaged in this and to a much smaller degree, we can't. When does a radical become a militant? As an interest, and being a radical is not a crime in this country. And so, one of the chapters in the book I call Pre-Crime, which is based on the Philip K. Dick novel that became Minority Report, which is all about, basically arresting people before they could do something. And that's where the FBI is. There's a scene in the book where George W. Bush is talking to FBI Director Robert Mueller a week after 9/11. It's the first time they've met, the week after 9/11. And Mueller's doing this elaborate presentation about the crime scene and Al-Qaeda and the evidence linking Al-Qaeda. And at a certain point he says, George W. Bush says, Bob, you got to stop right there. This is what the FBI has been doing, since its inception. Your task is to prevent the next 9/11, not to solve this massive crime. Obviously you need to do that, and so he took that to heart. And the FBI is really a domestic intelligence organization. You may remember there was a big debate: should we have an MI5 like the Brits have, which is domestic intelligence agency? That didn't happen, but de facto the FBI has become a domestic intelligence organization. And many, as I mentioned, 2015 was the year with the most plots. That the FBI is, indicting people, investigating investigations in 50 states. So 900 investigations is a big amount of law enforcement directed effort at this. Almost all of those investigations are surely sting operations.